Hi, my name is Ravi Jagannathan. I do a lot of security related work and I do a lot of secure cloud work. And I just want to bring a few things to OpenStack community's attention because lately I have been able to completely take control of the OpenStack cloud when somebody deploys it and just have owned the entire pod or cloud for myself, and I can do whatever I want with it, more than the admin would know. So that's kind of scary. So I think this is a very important topic. May not be that interesting, but it's a very important topic that we pay some attention to it. The if you guys don't know what CVE is, it's a common vulnerabilities and exposures. It's a database. At the end of the day, it's a database. It's maintained by the Homeland Security guys. It's cybersecurity communications, and anybody, anytime finds something wrong, it goes in there. And I will tell you how detailed they document it, so anybody can take advantage of it. And I welcome you guys too, because that's the way to bring the security awareness. So it is an international cybersecurity effort, but it is mainly watched by attackers. A lot of times when somebody publishes a vulnerability, they conveniently give you a program so that you can use that program to attack the cloud. It's all documented, put it in an envelope, and then ready-made delivered to you. That's how well it is done. And it is legal, and we encourage people doing it because this is the way to bring the security awareness so that admins can be aware of it. A lot of people, what they don't realize is good percentage of the attack that we think it comes from outside. Actually, it can emanate from inside. For example, in your development environment, it could come from your traffic generator, a mundane software. If you are running a database, it could be come from your database users, internal primarily actually. Databases are known to be very vulnerable to attacks, and we have quite a number of databases in OpenStack. And so with the limited time I have, I want to go over 2 to 3 specific vulnerabilities in 3 different categories, and where I can take control of your cloud and actually run it for you as I like it. So here we go. Anything to do with cybersecurity could be broadly classified into 3 things. One is it's called CIA, confidentiality. That means any communication between any 2 components, if it is not confidential, even between the communication between the daemons, processes, between the various nodes, then I can inject my own 2 cents into it, and I could change it. So once it is not confidential, I can affect what is being sent. I can affect the integrity, and at the least I could do is affect the availability. So your resources are not available to the intended customers, either internal or external, right? So I'm just going to go over one. I mean, people can say, oh, this was found in 2014, forget about it. But the thing is, it has 2015 update to it, this vulnerability. These vulnerabilities are scored, so it's conveniently they mark it between green, yellow, orange, and red. So this is red. That means I can take control of your cloud. And so you can just see confidentiality impact. They say about that, and then I can there's no confidentiality. I can just take over, read anything I want. Once I exploit this vulnerability, and then I can change any communication I want. I can affect your cloud in any way I want, and the access complexity to this is very low. I can mount this attack very easily. So if you guys want, you can just note down this number, go to the CVE database. I will give you the link, and you can just check it out. The chances are you will succeed. That's my fear. Now, the reason why it may even work today is they actually describe you which component. Open vSwitch agent process. Neutron is a fertile ground for all kinds of attacks. By the way, if you want to attack something, Neutron is the first place to start. And so they tell you which version it is, and then what dates they were found, And then they tell you it allows remote authentication users to bypass security groups. Yay, they give you the exact way to attack. And I will go over, they actually have made it an open source, so you can add your module of attack also and make it available to everybody. So this is how they document it. It's in the same web page. I just had to make it in 3 different ways. But if you guys look at it here, it's available. This attack is available in 14.04. Many systems are still running Ubuntu 14.04. I just picked this distro, Linux distro, but you can go to any other Linux distro. They have their variation of the same attack or a different kinds of attack. But I just picked a distro. I could have picked any other distro and then pulled out equally devastating vulnerability. So they even give you exactly which version number and where you go. So if you take this operating system, which version number you got to use. So they tell you which component, Neutron, and then they say it is canonical. It's in OpenUser, OpenStack, and here is an important software that you guys should probably you guys already know this, Metasploit. Metasploit is a very powerful software. It was written in Ruby. I mean, I understand there's another language learned, but you can add your own module just to mount this attack and then go into Metasploit, and then you can mount the attack in a matter of minutes. So this happens to be one of the attacks that I exploited, and then I actually took control of the pod, the entire cloud. When somebody installed, they said, we have done OpenStack. They went to a party. By the time they came back, nobody could log in because I had the control of the pod. So that's how easy it is. And so this is based on Neutron. Usually, if you go into the security, when people talk about security, it's half the people are sleeping and the rest are gone to lunch or something, but it's a very important mechanism. This is another attack, and this is also above 9. I mean, I'm just giving you 3 flavors of attacks where I can take complete control of your pod, and 3 different ways. One is from the Neutron I gave. This is also total information disclosure, right? Disclosure. And once I take control over it, I can change anything. I can change your communication affecting the integrity, or I can shut down Nova service just for the fun of it. I am going to take a coffee break. Rest of the company should, or rest of the customers should. I can shut down a service, and then I can come back and I can start it. And this is another attack I succeeded. And see, the thing is, I am just a regular Joe Blow on the street. If I can read through this database, and if I can write a little program, and if I can succeed, there are a lot of people like me and a lot of people a lot smarter than me out there, and they are ready to take control of your resources just for the fun of it, if not for their purpose, which is even more dangerous. So for this one, if you guys look at, it is basically emanating from a Python syntax checker. If you use it in the right way, it'll let you execute a lot of commands. So using this, imagine a user having a sudo access and somehow I got in. The pod is pretty much mine, or the cloud is pretty much mine, however small or however big it is, right? So it's a simple Python program that can mount this attack. You guys can write exactly the same program, and all the details you need are right here again. So they tell you, by the way, it is there in 15.04 too. Nope, I haven't checked in 16 yet, but the thing is, 15 is just getting deployed widely. You can mount this attack on 15. And it tells you exactly which component to attack. If once somebody has a Python, syntax checker, you can do that. And then it also tells you in the syntax checker, you need the version 10 to attack it. So you can check what kind of component they are running, either the version numbers match or not. As I told you, that every detail is so conveniently available. It's so much fun. And it is illegal, but the thing is that they have documented everything, but it's one of those things, it's all the details are available, but you can experiment with it. Most shocking thing is that people are very complacent about these kind of things. And that's what enables attackers to take advantage. And this entire database exists so that people will be aware and they will take action. But they don't. So it becomes a bounty for the attackers. And I've been in the security, done some really high sensitive security work, and I'm just amazed, even with all the information available, people are complacent. So I gave a second kind of attack. One is Neutron based, second is a mundane Python checker based, and the next one is this also gives you complete control. Whenever you see confidential impact, complete control, you guys don't even have to take photographs. You know why? Because all of them are available on the web, and I'm going to give you the link. Just take one photo of that, you will have everything, and 100 more attacks. You can give couple for your teenagers, couple for your friends, have a party together with this one, right? This is a fun exercise actually. The authentication, you just need a single system to get into, and you can mount. The access complexity is low. You want to look for an access complexity that is low, that where you can affect all three. Those are the attacks you want to mount. And as I said, if you want this attack, all you have to do is look into the details here. Once you take control of a system or get into a system, the first thing what you want to do is figure out what versions, what component they are running, and see whether it matches this. Sometimes, a lot of times, even if it doesn't match it, still the attack may work. But if it matches this, you are in absolute luck. And you will find, surprisingly, more times than not, it matches. And I actually, kind of, bit surprised, whatever, frustrated or not, whatever, because there are more OpenStack parts I can control over, that I can take control over, than not. And security is always, viewed as, oh, those security guys, they're sitting over there, we don't disturb them, they don't disturb us, we are fine, and that's it. But the OpenStack community is taking security seriously. However, there are major gaps, and I'm just trying to bring more awareness to this, because I'm just picking a few attacks that I can use, so I can be helpful to you guys, so you can own good part of the cloud if you want. So that's basically what it is. If you want the CV, now you can click your camera. See, this is the only thing you would need. You go there, and then it gives you the entire database. They even have a score there, what the current level of threat everything is, because the government maintains it, attackers watch for it. Any security developer, when they find a security vulnerability, they post whatever they find in here, and they conveniently, if they really are in a good mood, they'll give you a little program in Metasploit for you to go actually use it. So you download the Metasploit ISO, run as a VM, and then you keep on mounting the attack. It takes about a week or two to get used to Metasploit, but it's one of the great tools. So it's like as good as VI. So these are all great tools that you guys can make use of. And I think there are more vulnerabilities that are showing up in the Liberty Mitaka releases, which is even more interesting. So the more components that come in to OpenStack, the easier it gets to attack. There's too much communication. OpenStack is way too chattery, too many databases, too much of synchronization. These are all fertile grounds from which one can mount an attack. And it's more real than you guys think. And this could be very serious. So if you're a developer, at least once a while you might want to go to this CVE database and see what things are there. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate your time.